going on, everybody? We got a unit here today, a Rude Achiever Series R410A. I just took the screws out of it. Let's see, it's a no cooling call. Let's see if we can figure out why these folks don't have any juice going upstairs. Let's take it off. Love these little ants. Ooh, what do we got here? We got ourselves a fire hazard, dude. Let's see what we got here. Got our trusty field piece, a meter. Let's unwind this bad boy. Let's turn our voltage on. Let's make sure we got voltage here, 240. We do have high voltage. How about we take this bad boy out? Okay, let's make sure we are clean. We don't want to start getting screws up. Okay, to ground, we have the nada. I don't like the way this looks either. That boy there is roosty. All right, so we already know off grip our wire's gotten hot and we're gonna need a contactor because you cannot leave that like that. It's probably melted the things together in there. Highly doubt the voltage will pass through. Before I go back to the truck, I'm gonna take my trusty thingamabob here. Always discharge these. You do not want to get hit by this. Ask me why. It happened to me a lot. Okay. Take our screws out. Like so. Okay. Alright, now that we know what's what, let's check across. Go to our fan. 5. 36.8. 36.9. Let's do our math, because these have a plus or minus 5%. So, let's go into our calculator. 40 times 5%. It's 2. So, yeah, it's 38. So, 40 minus 2 would be a 38. So, this will read as 36. So, we're going to put a new cap on it. Let's go to the truck. Alright, let's see what we got. 40 at 5 and a pole and a half, 40 contactor, 24 volt. This is what we need. Let's go. Let's see if we can revive the dinosaur. Stay tuned. All right, everybody. So what we're gonna do is be replacing this capacitor first. Always do one job at a time, and you always test your new ones. I don't care. They're brand new out of the box. They can fill. You do not want to call back. Fan 4.9. Term is 40.9. So you always know your commons. See, on these old ones, they come in 4 stabs, and you have to actually look at the markings to tell which is which. But on the new ones, they sort of make it a little bit simpler for you. Your fan's always going to be your 2 stab, which is labeled fan. Your common is your 4 stab, which is labeled C, and your Herm is always going to be your 3. So let's put this bad boy on. Okay, so we know our commons were the orange. We knew our Herm was purple. And we knew our fan was your brown. We're gonna put this bad boy down in here. Just like so. Yep. Alright. Let's put our screws back in. One job at a time, then you have less to mess up. There we go. Now let's move on to our contactor. Let's take you out. Visibly look, see if there's anything broken, make sure everything's tight. We are good. So we are going to open these up. Glad we know we're ready to go. Let me put it in for our power connections. So we have 3 on top: black, red, and orange. We're gonna pull these bad boys off. A little pry back like that. Just like so. Okay, now we need to be careful with these. Let's see if we got power on them. I usually do this hot, but okay. So we don't have anything. Let's see if we have. Oh, okay, so we can take these off. These are your control. Your hot, common. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off and redo it because I don't like the way that looks. unscrew that, 1/4 inch. Okay. 1/4 and there you go. 1/4. Quarter. So we're going to that stab. This back in. Put our screws back on. Oh. One thing about the Kleins, the Malco bits are a little bit better. Bad boy good and tight. All right, so this system's old. It's got a leak up in the evaporator. I haven't been approved to do that yet, but look at that. It's ice cold. So we had to change. We had a bad burnt contactor. Changed it. Make sure everything was amping out good, and they are. So we know we just had probably a loose connection. It could have happened from anything. But the contactor burnt, and the capacitor was under. It was less than 6%, 5%. So we replaced it, and we added 3 pounds of R410A. We're sitting at 61.5 supply here. Let's see. The thermostat is reading 79. Make sure. Put a temp reading in here. I'll be back in just a second. Our return air is 77 degrees. We had 61, so it's a 16-degree split. As you grade. It should continue to go down.